Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today, we're going to be going through all of the roster changes from the 2021 offseason. It was a super crazy one all across the world. But today, we're going to be covering the LCK, the Korean League of Legends professional scene, going over, again, all the new roster changes, all the new lineups, all your favorite teams, lineups, players, where they're at, how they're looking headed into the 2021 season. And then if I ever have any analysis or breakdowns or any comments I just want to throw in there, we'll be getting some of that stuff too. But again, this is a little something different. My channel has mostly been covering the LCS and the LEC previously, but we're getting more and more comments asking for me and just for more English speaking coverage in general of the Eastern League of Legends scene. I know I posted a video before talking about how I want to start getting more and more into the LPL, but obviously I want to start getting more and more into the LCK as well. And if this video does well and there is a ton of support and a ton of love and we are able to prove that there is something here and it is worth my time to continue studying and learning more and more and following rumors and stuff for some of the Eastern League of Legends scenes, I will definitely do that. So if you guys do enjoy this, if you guys want to see more LCK, more Korean League of Legends professional scene coverage and content on this channel, definitely drop a like and subscribe and leave a comment down below letting me know, exactly what you guys want to see, because whatever the people want to see, I'll hook it up. I'll do whatever I can. If I need to put more time and effort and hours and watch some more games and learn more and more about Korea and China to get my knowledge up to the same level that I have for the LCS and LEC, I will definitely do that, because again, I love making these YouTube videos. I love doing content, and this is super fun for me, but obviously I want to be at the right level. So again, if it is worth my time to do so, you guys have my word that I will do it. So yeah, let me know what we think about all that. If we want to get more and more into the Eastern League of Legends world, we can definitely do that. But today, we're going to be going over all these rosters, so let's get started. We're back on Gamepedia, Leaguepedia, whatever you want to call it, because they are just an awesome resource. They did an awesome job of just staying up to date with the offseason throughout the whole year. Now they have these nice little just graphics that we can take a look at, see who's in, who's out for the upcoming season, all that stuff. Also, I know significantly more about the LCK. Still not a ton, definitely not as much as I know about the LCS or LEC, because I watch those pretty much religiously. But for whatever reason, the LCK gets more like English coverage, and we hear about it more over in the United States than we do about the LPL. So most of these guys I have heard of, I've seen play. I do know more about all the teams. There's also just less teams and players in the LCK than in the LPL, so that also helps a ton. 17 teams over in the LPL with a ton of players makes it difficult. Also, I appreciate in the LCK, a lot of the players' names are a lot easier to pronounce than over in the LPL, especially for like a guy from the United States like me. So hopefully I will not be butchering them as hard, but if I do pronounce something incorrectly or say it wrong, I'm sorry. Definitely help me get this stuff right, because I'm trying to learn. Again, one of my goals for this year is to get better and better at some of this stuff and start branching out into more content. With that being said, here we go. A Freak of Freaks, the first team up. They still have Keen in the top lane. They have Trap coming in now as well. They are going with Dread in the jungle. Fly and Keen in the mid lane. I'm not sure how you pronounce those guys' names different. Are they both Keen? Is this Kien? Sorry if I'm messing that up. Two of the bigger pickups, though, we have Bang and Lehend is going to be the new bot lane for A Freak of Freaks. And that's really exciting. Obviously, two big name players with big fan bases in Bang and Lehend. Bang coming over from Evil Geniuses, where he didn't really have a great showing in North America. Obviously, I think he didn't really love it in the United States. I don't know if he was homesick or just uncomfortable or didn't make the right friends or didn't like his team or his roster or whatever. But he never looked terrible. He did show some flashes of being kind of the old Bang here and there, and he had some pop-off games. But other than that, he seemed checked out for the most part. And I don't know if that means he's just washed up and done, or if he's just, now that he's back in the LCK, back in Korea, if he's going to kind of explode back onto the scene and kind of be not necessarily the Bang of old, like that high of a caliber, but, getting some of that vintage Bang back. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a strong resurgence in Korea, because again, I don't think he's washed up. I just think he really didn't like the United States, didn't like the LCS, didn't like America for whatever reason, whatever happened. So A Freak of Freaks might be getting something there. And then Lehend's obviously big name support, really exciting player. They should pair up pretty well for the A Freak of Freaks in the bot lane. That should be fun to watch. Then we have the defending world champions, Damwon Gaming. There were some rumors and stuff, obviously, over the offseason that maybe their roster would be splitting up more than it ended up doing. In the end, the big loss for them is Nuggery in the top lane. They're going to be replacing him with a combination of Chassis and Khan. We'll see how that works out. But other than that, they're returning 4 of the members from that team: Canyon, Showmaker, Ghost, and Barrel. And then we have Coma as the head coach coming in. We'll see what he's able to do with this roster, if he's able to kind of regain his old glory as well, because he has a lot of things to prove as a coach now as well. well, which will be interesting. But this team, you know, you have guys like Canyon and Showmaker, you have Barrel, you're always going to be one of the top teams. They're going to be great once again. Yes, losing Nuggery does suck, and we don't know if Chassis and Connor are going to be able to fully replace him. But Damwon Gaming, they'll be in the mix again, once again. I mean, if you have Showmaker, you're going to have a chance. They're going to be exciting, fun to watch, and a really, really tough out for any team in the LCK or even in the world once again. We have DRX, who Doran is out in the top lane. We have Kingen and Destroy as the new options there. We have Piosik returning in the jungle. And then we have Quad, Bao, and Pliada as the mid laner, bot laner, and support for this new team, with CV Max still being the head coach for this one. It'll be interesting to see how DRX is able to do a lot of different moving pieces. Obviously, pretty much an entirely new roster coming in. They have Piosik, and he's obviously been pretty good for this team, but we'll see how they are able to do. Next up, we have Gen G with Rascal still in the top lane, Clid and Flawless in the jungle. BDD, obviously just staple for Gen G now in the mid lane. Karis, Ruler, and Life as the bot lane for this team. They'll be another exciting and fun team to watch. Hanwha Life, we have a lot going on here, a lot of changes, and just a ton of people on this roster in general. We have Kuve is out in the top lane. We have Morgan, Dudu, and Riss. Dudu is a great name. We have CAD in the jungle with Mir and Winter. Mask, and the big pickup for them is Chovy in the mid lane. See how he's able to I'm sure he's just going to pop off on this team. It'll be exciting and fun to watch. And then we have Chioni and Deft in the bot lane. VSTA and Bout as the new supports for Hanwha Life, now that Lehens is obviously on the move, losing Viper, obviously, too. Going to be a pretty big loss for this team. We'll be able to see how they replace all those players. Another team with an absolutely ton going on is KT Rolster. You can just see all the different changes and stuff on the screen here, making sure my head is covered up as little as possible. I'll try to dodge out of the way. Smeb is out in the top lane. We have Top and Doran coming in. Then we have Gideon, Bonnie, and Blank in the jungle. Be interesting to see how the combination of those guys work out. Dove, Ucal, and Mid in the mid lane. Are their names actually Top and Mid? No, it's Castle and Vikla. I was about to say, there's no way it's Top in the top lane, Mid in the mid lane. I don't know what that was. I don't know why it says that. They're trying to I guess mess me up. We have Noah, Hybrid, and 5Kid as support, and then we have Zeus, Rebel, and Harp as the supports for KT Rolster. So a lot of moving pieces going on, but obviously they have Ucal coming back. Guy's a beast. He should be interesting to do. Blank, see how he's able to do. Doran, a lot of big interesting names on this team. I don't know exactly how well they'll all fit together. There's going to be a lot of moving pieces, but it'll be interesting. Then we have Live Sandbox Gaming with Summit in the top lane, On Fleek in the jungle, always a great name. We have Kroko in the jungle as well, Fate in the mid lane, and then Route and Effort as the new support for Sandbox. That's a big pickup for them, a nice player to build around for the future. That will be interesting to see how they do. Then we have T1 with Canna in the top lane alongside Zeus. We have Cuz, Elim, and Owner in the jungle as well, or Wonder. I'm not sure how you pronounce that one, actually. Closer and Faker in the mid lane. It'll be interesting to see how they're able to balance those two guys. I know during the last season, that was kind of a big topic, was how often is Closer going to play? How often is Faker going to play? Who do you start when? Just a ton of different questions like that. Obviously, Faker's always going to have just a ton going on, ton of speculation surrounding him. We have Teddy and Gumayusi as the AD carries. Another thing there, who's going to play when. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. Two very talented players. And then Carria as the support. And finally, we have Red Force with Rich in the top lane. Peanut going to be their new jungler. That will be really exciting, interesting to watch, see how he's able to do. Always, again, another really popular player. We have Juhan, Bay, Duke Dam, and Wayne as the AD carries, and Kellen as the support for them as well. So just a ton. Again, this is a crazy offseason all around the world. LCK maybe not as crazy of an offseason as like the LPL, but some really big changes, obviously, with teams like Damwon, trying to repeat. They're losing Nuggery, and then a ton of other teams just making a lot of big moves as well. There's going to be a ton of eyes on teams like T1 this offseason, seeing how they're able to do, because people want to see Faker back at Worlds. People want to see all that going on. Bang and Lehens. There's a ton of big moves in the LCK and a ton to talk about. and it can be hard to follow, especially in the English-speaking countries over in the West. So I wanted to give this video just to at least get all this information out to you guys, so you know where your favorite players are going to be at in 2021, what your favorite teams are looking like, and all of that good stuff. Again, if you guys do enjoy this, if you want to see more of this, definitely drop a like down below. It helps me out a ton with the algorithm, and it helps me just know what you guys want to see, what I should do more of, what is worth the time and effort to continue to do, and what, you know, maybe we shouldn't do again. I'm willing to try anything a couple times or once or twice or whatever, but I don't want to just keep doing things that nobody wants to see or that, you know, you guys are just not going to like. But again, leave a comment down below. Which of these off-season moves was your favorite? What are you most excited for? What team, player, roster, whatever? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on the LCK, anything going on in the Korean League of Legends scene. Subscribe to update on my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.